Morning, Sycamore. Happy April Fool's Day. I'm sure some of you played a few tricks on people at home already. We're going to start today's maths lesson by doing some questions together, just as we did on Monday, and then you're going to go into your Power Maths books and do some questions on your own. First thing I want to say is well done. I'm so pleased with you. You've worked so hard in your Power Maths books. I've seen all of your work and you're doing brilliantly. And I'm particularly pleased at a lot of you, well, those of you who found writing your numbers backwards sometimes a little bit tricky, writing them the right way around. You've all worked really hard on getting your numbers 3 and 6 and 5 and 7 all the right way around. So well done, keep it up. If you're in the classroom, I'd be moving you up on our behaviour chart. I'm sure some of you have reached outstanding already. So let's start today by looking at how we can add numbers together by making 10 first. So have a look at this picture. There are 9 jumpers in this lost property box, 9 jumpers. And the question is, how many jumpers are there in total? So we've got 9 jumpers in the box and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jumpers outside the box. So what do you think our number sum will be? Which 2 numbers do we need to add together? We've got 9 in here and 4 here. And we need to work out how many have we got all together? How many have we got in total? I think some of you have probably seen it on the page. Let's go over here. You're right, it's 9 plus 4. That's what we need to do. And the little girl is going to use a tens frame. So let's have a look at the tens frame. We've got 9 jumpers. These red counters are our 9 jumpers in our tens frame. And we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 plus 4. So the first thing we need to do is to make 10. So look, we've got 9 here. And if we put one of the jumpers on the floor into the tens frame, we've got 10. And then we need to add 3 more. Look how they've done it in the cherry model. Let's look at this cherry model. So we had 4 jumpers on the floor. We need to add 1 more jumper to make 10. And then from 10, we need to add another 3, these last 3. So we've made our 10 first, and then we've got 3 more to add. So 9 plus 1 makes 10, and then we need to add the other 3. 1, 2, 3. So 9 plus 4 equals 13. Let's do another little practice of that. Here's the second question. They're over here, 1B. There are 8 shorts in the box, and Rav finds 4 more shorts. How many shorts are there in total? Which 2 numbers do we need to add together to work out how many we've got in total? How many shorts we've got all together? That's right. We need to add the 8 plus 4. Now they've put the answer already for us, so we're just going to check how they've done that. 8 plus 4 equals 12. There are 12 shorts in total. So the first thing we need to do is make 10. So 8 plus 1, 2 makes 10. So there's our 4 shorts, our 4 more shorts. 8 plus 2 makes 10. And then we need to add the other 2. 1, 2. So 8 plus 4 makes 12. So we're starting with 8. And then we're saying we've got 4 more to add. So let's make 10 first. So we'll add 2 onto the 8 to make 10. Oh, everything keeps moving around. Let's see if I can move that out of the way. First thing we need to do is make our 10. So 8 plus 2 makes 10. And then we need to add the other 2. 1, 2. So 8 plus 4 makes 12. And obviously you can start at the 8 and count on 4, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 12. I want you to sort of think about, how do I make 10 first? And then you add the ones. So make a 10 first. 8 plus 2 is 10, and add the rest of the ones, the other 2 ones. Let's turn over. Let's look at this question. Question is, how many bags are there altogether? There are 8 bags in the lost property box, 8 bags in there. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out here. So we've got 8 in the lost property box. First thing we need to do is make our 10. First thing we need to do is make our 10. What do we need to add to 8 to make 10? 1, 2. And look, here's our 5 bags that are outside the lost property box. We need to add 2 ones to make 10. So what number goes in here? 2 plus what makes 5? These are our 5 bags here. 2 plus 3. Well done. So we've made our 10 with 2 of the bags. So we've used, if I clear it all, we've used 1. Oh, Mrs. Donnelly keeps emailing me. Sorry, children. We've used 2 bags, and then we've got to add the other 3 bags. 10, 1, 2, 3. So 8 plus 2 makes our 10, and then we have to add the other 3. So there are 13 bags in total. 13 bags in total. I'm going to see if I can clear all of that now. Move this along. Let's have a look at question 2. There are 6 t-shirts in the box. How many t-shirts are there altogether? So what's the first thing we need to do? Remember? We've got to make our 10. So we start with what we know. We know there are 6 in the box. So 6 are in the box. What do we need to add to get to 10? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. What do we need to do to get to the 6 to get to 10? What do we need to add to 6 to make 10? Well, let's use our number line. 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 plus 4 makes 10. So we've made our 10. We've used 4. So what number goes in here? 4 plus what makes 6? 4, 4 and 2. We've used our 4. We've used 4 of those t-shirts to make 10. So we've got 2 left. So if we wanted to write our full number sentence, we've got 6 plus 6, 6 t-shirts plus 6 t-shirts. And the total is, the answer is 12 t-shirts. So we had 6. We needed to count on 4 to make our 10. And then we needed to add the other 2. 6 plus 6 is 12. Sorry about my horrible numbers, children. It's the mouse. There are 12 t-shirts in total. 12 t-shirts. Let's have a look at question 3 together, the challenge question. I know you like a challenge. Sam and Jane worked out 5 plus 7. And Sam worked it out on a number line. So he started at 5. And then he's going to add on 7. The first thing he's going to do is make 10. So 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes 10. Then he needs to add 2 more to make the 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. Let me clear that and show you again. 5, then let's count on 7 and make sure he's right. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the answer is 12. The little girl, she's decided to use a bead string, but she's adding 7 plus 5. What's different about those two number sums? I think all of you have got it. I'm just going to check. Agree or challenge? The difference between those two number sums is the little girl is starting with the 7 and the little boy is starting with the 5. Agree or challenge? Brilliant. Agree. So they're starting with different numbers. But the thing that's the same is they're both adding together the same numbers. They're just starting with a different one. 5 plus 7, 7 plus 5. And the little girl's working it out on the bead string. So she's starting with 7. So here's her 7 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red beads. She's going to, the white beads are the 5 beads. So if she adds 3 more to 7, then she knows she's got 10 beads. And then she still needs to count the other 2, 10, 11, 12. So her answer is 12. The little boy's answer is 12. So we know that 5 plus 7 is 12 and 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, look at the question. They have got the same answer. Look at this question. Is it better, children, to start on the 5 when they're doing the addition, or is it better to start with the 7 in the number sum? Should you start with the 5 or should you start with the 7? Agree or challenge? I think you should start with the 7. Agree or challenge? Agree. That's right. It's better to start with the 7 because you're starting with the big number and you've got less to count on. So always start with the big number where you can, because then you can say 7 plus 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, well done. What I want you to do now is go into your Power Maths books, got mine here, your 1B Power Maths books, and I've given the pages to whoever's looking after you at home. They can remind you of the pages. But what I want you to do is to do page 18, question 1, question 2, page 19, question 3 and question 4. And then, if you'd like a challenge, I know a lot of you like the challenges, I'd like you to try question 5 and question 6. And if you've got time, you can have a go at the reflect question, which I think a lot of you will get right. So do all of the questions from page 18, 19, and the challenge questions, if you can, on page 20. So good luck. Don't forget, keep up the great work with your writing your numbers the right way around, and I'll see you later for the story. Bye-bye.